Hey there, YouTube. I know there was a video I used to have. It got deleted on my gun safe for the lighting I have in there. It's basically uh, just the IKEA dioder series lining up the wall. I have it transition a little bit over in the corner where the hinge is, and there's a piece on the top and bottom. It's on a magnetic reed switch, so when you close it, it turns off. I used to keep my ammo actually on the right side of this, and some people like that, some people don't. But I recently just bought this lovely new rifle here on the left. It's a Savage 11 338 Lapua, and I decided I was going to move the ammo out of the gun safe. So I actually bought a small, cheap stack-on metal cabinet. It's just a cheap security cabinet. I don't think it'll eventually stop a robber or burglar, but it's enough that it's at least secure enough when I have friends and family over who have kids that I don't have to worry about them getting into it. It's got a nice dehumidifier on the bottom, but the issue I was having was lighting. I built some cheap, quick 5-minute shelves to stack the ammo on that I keep in the house. But lighting, I found tutorials for $20 solutions, and I actually found this $5 solution, and there's only one row, it's just a reflection of the camera, but it's an actual USB LED tape. I'm going to show you a picture of the reel. I've obviously already installed it, but you can install it with again, a nice magnetic reed switch, so when you shut the door, it kicks off. But the nice thing is it's powered by 5 volts, which is what your standard USB is. So you don't need anything more than a USB port. And I know a lot of newer saves actually have those built in. So if you want to do it, you can do it without any external penetrations already going through. Now this little cabinet's cheap, doesn't have anything. So the cables are actually just running out, and you can see them actually right there's one of them, and the power cord runs just behind it. I'm not too concerned power cord for the dehumidifier. I'm not too concerned, but it adds a nice, cheap, pretty well-lit cabinet for, this was a total of $10, two $5 rolls. This is the LED tape right here. I have it just stuck to my bench. This is a little bit of excess. So for that stack-on safe, that's about 5 feet tall. I trimmed it. It goes from floor to ceiling, and that's about how much extra. I believe you get 6 feet with it. The nice thing about this 5-volt tape is anywhere where you see these copper solder points is actually a cut point. So you can trim it at any point on here. It's pretty much after every LED. If you want to solder your own cables on, you can just solder them and reuse the same cable. It doesn't matter where you solder it onto. You can actually even solder in the middle, and power will flow both directions through this tape. So as you can see, it's a pretty easy to do install, nothing too complicated about it. The only thing I had, and you'll see here in just a second, is where the latch for the door goes. I accidentally put LEDs there, but as soon as I closed the door, I realized I had made that mistake. So if you're putting this in, just make sure you're not putting it anywhere where the latches are going to hit it. Thankfully, it didn't damage any of the LED tape. Below in the description are the links to the magnetic reed switch I used, as well as the LED tape. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.